I should put the kids in the background, shouldn't I? You guys can see everything there. So today, so today we're going to be working the core, but in a slightly different way. So to populate a little bit. So with all these exercises, you can make them as hard or as easy as you need or want. It's more about the connection in the core. So personally, since being postnatal to the two young girls, I have lost connection just above my belly button, and that's from, it's gorgeous day, isn't it? That's from the diastasis recti I had with both births. So here I've got connection, here I've got connection thanks to the rehab work, but here is missing. And you'll see during my exercises that it does come out a little bit, like a little bit of a doming going on. So when I'm crunching, not crunching as efficiently as I should be, thanks to the light. So we're going to be working on that. So 3 exercises in each round. There's 3 rounds altogether. Maybe I should put my contacts on. And you'll notice, so these are, a lot of these are considered beginner type exercises. However, the amount of volume and reps that we're doing, we're going to push it towards intermediate and advanced because limited rest timings, making it really effective for building the core muscles. All 6 abdominal muscles will be worked, so you're welcome to do it with me, as always. So we've got ankle touches in the first round. Ankle touches, knees up crunch, you know I love a knees up crunch. And we've got dead bugs, so nice and safe if you've got back pain as well. I'll be talking you through the best ways to get this technique right. Round 2, we've got knee abduction with a chest lift. Then we've got knee touches and then a reverse crunch. In round 3, we've got left side bicycle, right side bicycle. And then we've got V-ups or assisted, like a regression of the V-ups to see if the core's firing properly. I am answering any questions on health and fitness. Hi, Queen Crush. Nice to meet you. Evening's coming. The background is so pretty. Thank you. A lot of my flowers were dying, and I've just got around to fixing them. And of course, I thought I would put the children in the background, so if I'm boring somebody who's watching, they can watch the children. So core conditioning, beginners to advanced, up to you how hard you want to work. If you're a beginner, have more rest, sort of like you're getting used to working with that core burn. Yes. I really like this. Good. It'll help bring your tennis skills along. Let's get started. So make sure you've got your water. You don't need to add weights unless you want to and you want to work more advanced. 20 seconds. Right, where can I put this? It's not going to get too hot. 3 exercises. One after the other. That'll do. Hey guys, I've been watching your short videos and other stuff lately. Video quality is good. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Any feedback as well? Make sure you strength training we're doing. Start your Fitbit. Ankle touches. So chest comes up off the floor, left side, right side. So make sure you engage in the full core. Deep breaths. Ribcage tucks in, belly button into spine, and have a poke around. Make sure you've got that. You're not doming, you're pushing your abs into your spine. If you don't know what that means, that's a problem. Can be a problem even, not for everybody. So next we're going to do knees up crunch. Right. I said don't hit her with that ball. With the bat, that's worse. Keep that back flat throughout the whole movement. You okay, Demi? Exhale, coming up. I want to slow the movement right down, which makes it more effective anyway. Oh, come here. And we've got dead bugs. Oof, can't be that bad. Oh, naughty Darry. Dead bug position, back flat, ribcage in. Oh, great, I'm going to get soaked now. Hey. Hey, no splash, mummy. I shouldn't have said that, because she's going to do it now. Nice and slow, guys. Deep breaths.
Mommy, look.
You want milk? Rest. So we're going to do them 3 exercises again, starting with ankle touches. I should have sorted the milk out before. Rookie mistake. Cautious first. Then add some water. It's a concoction of oat milk because it's the quickest. Oat milk and water. Yeah. Ankle touches. Milkies. Deep breaths. Moving with your chest and shoulders, not so much with your neck. You are strengthening your neck as well. Check to see if there's any questions on. I am answering questions on core stability and building. Up and down. You know it. Get them hips off the floor. Nice and slow. Support the neck, don't pull on it. Find this hard to do properly. Demi, you got milkies. Dead bugs next. These kids stress me out today. Nice and slow. Pushing the spine into the ground with your abs. Hold that tension. There should be no hip clicks. If there is, it's a breakdown in the core. It's like a plank, but it can be even harder on the core. It's more isolated. Whereas a plank's using the upper and the lower. Oh wow. If it's hot as well, I feel like your energy just gets zapped. Last round of these 3 exercises, then we're moving on. Let's finish round 1. Core conditioning, abs training, working on the effectiveness of the core connection. Ankle touches, chest off the ground. I'm answering questions on exercise, predominantly the core. Let's talk about the core today. We're working all 6 ab muscles. And today is about doing it effectively. Because sometimes we blast through exercises and we're losing connection. What am I doing? So slow. To stop any doming. Oh my goodness, it's so hard. Oh, dead bug to finish. And I'll answer any questions. All right. Catch. That's a good idea. Oh, my abs are so dead already. And some of my muscles in my abs are super duper strong. Grab a drink. Doing your exercises now. Hi Mark, hi Maria, how are you doing on holiday? Just sat beside the pool. Lovely. Like to, oh, burning like turkey. I thought you said you've been turkey then. No back pain. You see, you just needed to get a bit of vitamin D. Right, knee abduction next. So back flat. Coming out, and then as you come in, coming up with the chest. Trying to keep that back flat the whole time. So your adductors, the inner thigh, work with your core. Did you know that? All works together as a unit, connected by fascia. Knee touches next. This is for the upper to midsection of the core. Let's see if we can do it without getting a big roll here and doming. So all the way up, all the way down. slow. These look quite a bit funny, but we're dialing it right back to basics. Reverse crunch next is quite advanced, so you are welcome to do hip kicks, you know, straight legs, just getting your hips off the floor a little bit. If you can't do that, just go up to knees up crunch or knee tabletop hold. I find these really effective for me squeezing the core to stopping doming, coming down with control. Pause at the top for a squeeze. You might not see my squeeze, my pause, it's been that fast. Hey guys, I'd love a like and subscribe. Whew. Training the core with rehab. Same 3. Grab a drink if you need one. Thanks, Pietro. Hey guys, thanks for the likes and subscribes, I appreciate it. I'm a personal trainer, online lifestyle coach, Pilates and yoga teacher. So back, down and imprinted. Legs out as far as you can whilst keeping that back flat. Nice and slow and controlled every movement. Oh. Have got any questions about the core? Knee touches. Oh, trying to target the inner. Must be done slow. Pull in this part of the core. Don't worry about going up so far. I'm going to pause at the top just to practice that skill. Coming up without doming. Find it so hard, man. Thank you, children. Reverse crunch. Nice back, Demi. Do you like that? Mummy got you that. It's for your holidays. Hey guys, welcome to my live. What's she doing? Beep beep. She's gonna get a bum in her face. Now I've definitely got to come down with controls. I'll squash my baby. Oh. Rest. And we're doing that all again. Hey guys, welcome to my live. I'm answering any questions on the core today. So we're rehabilitating. Personally, I can connect to here and here in my core, but here I'm still rehabbing thanks to diastasis recti from pregnancy. Knee abduction, back flat. Yeah. Exhale coming up. Yep. Coming out your adductors. Work with your core. That's how you've got them in. Oh. Knee touches with a pause at the top to reinforce that connection. Back flat. So this part of the core, instead of it doming like that, I want it tucked in. Slow and controlled movement. Reverse crunch. Reverse crunch, let's go. Pause at the top for a squeeze and slowly come back down. One vertebrae at a time. If you can't do this, you can go into hip kicks, like I'd said earlier. Oh. Oh my goodness. Round 2 done. Round 3 next. A lot of isolation here on the rectus abdominis and the TVA, so 6-pack muscle, and TVA acts like a corset. Hi guys, welcome to my live. Oh. Right, left side bicycle crunch. only. Think about it. You're looking left, not coming upright. Back should be flat. Remember, controlled. We're not worrying about how many reps we're getting. See, I think I only managed 4 reps there. It's about quality over quantity today, especially. I'm a personal trainer, online lifestyle coach, Pilates and yoga teacher, specialising in female fat loss and rehab. Any questions you've got, fire them in the comments. We'll get into it. I was talking about collagen yesterday morning. 17,000 people tuned into that live yesterday. Collagen is a massive marketing scam. So if you're on it, you could save a fortune by just switching to whey protein. I'm definitely getting a tan here. Oh, then we've got V-ups. If I can hold the core in without it doming. If not, I'm going to work on strengthening the hip flexors and lower core. So I need to see it. That's good so far. Whew, it's hard though. Very hard. Then go over again. Love a like and subscribe, guys, if you want motivation and exercise, advice, education. Beep, beep. Left side, right side, bicycle crunch. Back flat. Exhale. Oh yeah. Slow reps, guys. Think about that middle section above the belly button, below the ribs. Here. Hard knees. I don't know why I said that. It's because I have got hot knees. So I'm getting a hip click. That tells me there's a breakdown in the core. We don't want that. Let's reassess. There we go, it's gone. So if you're getting hip clicks when training the core, it's because there's a breakdown in the core connection, okay? V-ups. You guys see me? Oh. One more round of those 3 exercises. See how it's all about volume. Hi guys, welcome to my live. Training the core in an effective way to rehab and build muscle today. I need you, Mommy. I need you, Mommy. Okay, baby, you do it too. Slow. Over to the side. No curves in the back, guys. Push the back flat with your core, pelvis, posterior tilt. Rib cage tucked in. Try and connect to this bit. It's definitely a weakness around my belly button area. V-ups. turn around, get a bit of sun. Now the finisher is all exercises back to back. Hey Kaylin. Okay, all exercises now. Starting with ankle touches. Cole's engaged. Hey baby. Ah! I'll sort it when I'm done. Chest off the floor. Wah! Got ya. Right, next exercise. No. No. Knees up, crunch. Beep beep. Keeping the core engaged. Pushing down into the ground. No. Yeah, have your milk. Oh. Dead bugs next. Why whenever I'm doing arms the kids are like this? Hey guys, welcome to my live. I'm a personal trainer of 12 years, online lifestyle coach, Pilates and yoga teacher. I'd love a like and subscribe if you're looking for education and motivation on all things health, fitness, exercise, weight loss, toning. So hip kicks mean, any cracking in the hips, clicking, is a sign there's a breakdown, a weakness in the core connection. Sort it out, reduce range of movement. We've got abduction next with a chest lift. The inner thigh works with the core, the inner thigh muscles. I'd love a like and subscribe, guys. Thanks for tuning in to a growing channel. Knee touches with a pause at the top for connection, regrowth. All the way down, leading with the chest, not the neck, although you are stretching the neck, strengthening the neck as well. Exhale coming up. Kaylin, I hope you're doing this with me. Reverse crunch. Coming down with control, one vertebrae at a time. Slow. Pause at the top for a squeeze. Really good for lower back pain as well. Hoofed. Left side bicycle crunch. Back flat. Going over to the left. Push that lower back into the ground with your core. Finishing core workout today. Over to the side next. How hot is it today, guys? Gorgeous. Can't get enough of it. 24 degrees here it says, but it feels a lot hotter than that. Keep that back flat. As core breaks down from fatigue, you may have to adjust your exercise so you're not coming all the way out. Mine certainly is. Right. Hey guys. Thanks, Queen Crush. Hey guys. Right, V-ups. Slow. See how I brace before I lift? I'm going to do that again as a final exercise. Or dealer's choice, whatever you want. Whatever core exercise that you love, that you feel is super effective. I'm going to go with these. I'm really concentrating here, guys. Seven, 6. My goodness. I can't tell you how much my core wanted to dome throughout those exercises. Hey guys, welcome to my live. So we've just done a session on the abs, a bit of rehab as well to reconnect the core. So it turns out it's really complicated to engage the core properly, especially if you've had children and maybe you've not done, maybe you've had diastasis recti, separation of the abs, which normally happens throughout pregnancy. But some people, about 40% of females, once being pregnant, this separation is kept, and this can lead to pelvic floor dysfunction, back pain, a bulge. Now, let me show you what I'm talking about, right? So when I brace the core as a female, now after 2 babies, naturally I want to do this. Hang on, that's called doming, right? What it should look like is this. See the difference? One looks better for a start, right? See, trying to get that automatic. When I start to fatigue, I start to dome, so you're pushing out, and all the pressure, intra-abdominal pressure in your stomach, you know, when you cough and sneeze, it's all getting pushed outwards, right? And it can cause pelvic floor dysfunction, lower back pain, things like that. So to engage the upper part of the core, thanks for the likes and subscribes, guys. To engage the upper part of the core, rectus abdominis, rib cage in as you're breathing, okay? Rib cage in. Everybody's dominant here. This is the easy bit. This is just stimulated with crunches, right? Doesn't really matter. Here is important, and lower core. So through pregnancy, here the connections are lost. And if you're left with diastasis recti, here the separation was kept. So with my own core rehab, I've been bringing those sides of the muscles back together, right? My lower core, which is really common amongst guys as well, if you've got a desk job, lower portion of the core. I'm answering any questions on the core, guys. The lower part of the core, when that's weak, can cause back pain. Really common. How do you connect to that? Exercises that involve the hips coming off the floor and the knees coming off the ground, the legs coming off the ground. You can do it one leg at a time, one knee at a time, and it's all, you make it as effective as you want with your, like, you squeeze the core as hard as you can. So I had these 2 parts, hi guys, that were really strong and connected. Little did I know this part was firing, but in a wrong way. It was getting pushed out. Bear in mind, I'm a trainer of 12 years. I'm a Pilates and yoga teacher. These things aren't available to us either. This takes my own experience and my own research, because I would see mothers and they would have this, see that. So it doesn't happen here, doesn't happen here, but see that, it's like a roll. What's going on there? It's a connection. So what it should look like, so breathing in as you engage the core. Does that make sense? Hi Max, I do remember you. How are you doing? You all right, Demi? Do we have any questions on the core? If you've got a weak core, you can have an anterior pelvic tilt, which looks like that, which we get through pregnancies. It switches the glutes off, and you can have no ass. You can have a sore back because your back becomes tight. But this happens with weak hip flexors. Before pregnancy, I was always exercising. I was always doing deadlifts. I was always doing lunges. So I wouldn't say my hip flexors were weak, but I'm in Scotland. I still managed to carry the anterior pelvic tilt from pregnancy. Thank you very much, pregnancy. Hey guys, welcome to my live. I'm a personal trainer, online lifestyle coach, Pilates and yoga teacher. I'm answering any questions on the core specifically, rehab on the core. You know, if you've got back pain, you think you've got a weak core, posture. So I'm a Pilates and yoga teacher as well. I've got 12 years experience. I'm female fat loss coach, but I do a little bit of everything as well. I was talking yesterday about collagen supplements and what a waste of money they are. Is anyone on here taking collagen just now? So collagen, the idea behind it, because our skin and our ligaments and tendons and nails and things have got collagen in them, the idea is if you supplement with collagen, you'll get stronger. Yes, because I'm a vegetarian. Okay, I knew somebody would likely be. I like pork rinds. Indonesia, Scotland. So yeah, if you supplement with collagen, the idea is that your tissues that need collagen will get collagen. But unfortunately, that's not how it works. The reason why it's so convincing is because there's a lot of money in collagen. They're able to pay lots of influencers to push their crappy misinformation narrative. Well, it's a disinformation. They'll sprinkle a little bit of truth in, like collagen's used for your ligaments and your joints and stuff. And then, so think of it like this: when you eat a chicken breast, do you turn into a chicken? No, because it's broken down into amino acids. The protein's broken down into amino acids. Collagen is a protein, an incomplete protein, doesn't have all essential amino acids. Therefore, it's an incomplete protein. Collagen is broken down in the body into amino acids. Then your body decides where it goes. You might get a little bit in your joints, you know, if you're recovering from an injury, and it'll go to every other process as well. If you're a vegetarian, you might as well save your money and go on to something that's far more research and supports your goals, and that would be whey protein. Do you have exercises on how to lose and strengthen the core? So I'm guessing you mean lose fat around the core. So if you've got a lot of body fat around the core, I'm going to guess that normally we're addicted to either drinking too much alcohol or sugar. Which is it? First of all, if you've got a lot, it's a sign of fatty liver disease. So you're on your way to insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes. So it definitely needs to be looked at. To strengthen the core, so thanks for liking and subscribe. If you re-watch this video, I'm going to rename this video the title when I've uploaded it to YouTube. It's going to be for, like, you can make it as advanced as you want, but it's for beginners in learning and reconnecting to the core. So there's something called pelvic tilt. So I don't know if you've seen these before. So imagine me lay it down on the ground with my knees up like that. You're going to anterior tilt, posterior tilt, anterior tilt, posterior tilt. And as you're doing this, okay, you're going to press into your core as you're doing it and make sure you've got a bit of tension, okay? If you've just had a baby or you're quite weak in this part of the core, you're not going to feel much tension, but you need to get used to how it should feel as you're anterior and posterior tilting, okay? It's all about reconnecting to the core and learning how to use the core. And if you're a lifter and you've not got a strong core, that'll set you back. So you need to find exercises like the dead bug. Planks I don't recommend, V-ups I don't recommend, the core, like you start using your hip flexors more. You really want to make sure you're feeling it where you want to work. If it's not burning, it's not working. That's one of my favourite quotes. Is it better if I turn into a meat eater? I'm planning to become one for my health. I personally think people should be eating meat. So obviously a personal choice, right? easiest way to get your protein. It's healthy, you know, if you're not eating loads of red meat, if you're making it a variety, having a variety of foods. I feel going to the gym while being a vegetarian is a disaster and more prone to injuries. You are, if you're not getting enough protein. It's harder for vegetarians and vegans to build muscle because you're usually low on leucine and isoleucine, which is needed to build muscle. So if I have seen, like, I've had clients who are vegetarian, right, and they're able to get 150 grams of protein, and it's decent protein. And they've actually, if you look on my posts on here, you will see, you know, my YouTube posts. Erica, if you scroll down, I'm sure I've named her Erica. She was Italian, black hair. She was a vegetarian, and was getting consistently 150 grams of protein, um, progressively overloading the muscles at the gym. So stimulus was really good as well. But yeah, I just had a baby a year ago. What was your question? Right, okay. So it's time to rehab now and find out where connections are lost. So have a look at your core when you're doing crunches and stuff. Is it doming like that? Because if it is, you know, so I'm going to show you again with the light. So if it looks like that, when you're doing core exercises, you're not doing them right. Rib cage in, belly button into spine, and push all the core into the back. And have a posterior tilt, okay? Not an anterior, posterior. Okay, hopefully that helps. Did these movements you recommend? How come it feels strained in my lower left back? Right, so if you've got any back pain when you're doing core exercise, they're either too advanced, you can reduce the movement. What was it, V-ups by any chance you were doing them? You know, is it Billy? Gone. Bilal. When you felt the strain in your lower back, was it these? Because it's common for these to feel tightness and strain in your back. I used to get a pinch in my back. So posterior tilt, you need to make sure you've got connection in the core. And as a beginner, you can do one leg at a time. Make sure you're feeling it in the core, okay? Nowhere else. If you start doing core exercises and you're feeling it in your back, it's too advanced. So dial it back, reduce the range of movement. Time under tension is your friend, so do it as slowly as possible. Hi Papa Fons, how you doing? Hey guys, some excellent questions. So we're talking about the core for those that have just joined. So we've been doing some rehab work on the core today, just to recap. So here, you can have really good core connection here and none here, which causes back pain, pelvic floor dysfunction, etc. Men and women, by the way. You can change your posture. You can be dominant in your obliques, the sides of your stomach, and not so much here. Again, causes problems, because the job of your core, all 6 muscles, is to assist in breathing, intra-abdominal pressure. So when you're sneezing, coughing, laughing, to make sure you don't pee yourself or strain a muscle. The core is so important. It's the foundation of everything. So if you've got back pain, if you've got a desk job, you can solve your problems, a lot of them, with building your strength in your core. Hi guys, thanks for likes and subscribes. So I'm a personal trainer, online lifestyle coach, Pilates and yoga teacher with 12 years experience. I do have a podcast. I'm not sure if I've got a podcast on the core though. I've got quite a bit of time off next week, so I've got clients on holiday and things, so I'm going to record a podcast. Link is in my bio for my podcast. I've got topics on like sleep quality, how to lose fat, you know, for newbies, how to build muscle. Not had any questions on how to build muscle yet. For those that are wondering, you need 3 things. Stimulus, which is what you go to the gym for. You can build muscle if you're brand new through yoga and Pilates, but it'll only get you to a certain point. So stimulus, you need progressive overload, which is like kind of the same point. So if you go to the gym, you're lifting 10 squats holding a 10 kilogram dumbbell. Next week, you want to aim for 11, progressively overload. You need rest and protein. Rest is in sleep, deep quality sleep. But yeah, links in my bio for my Instagram as well, where I share a lot of motivational posts as well, myth bust, and my stories as well, and what I'm getting up to. So I do have 2 little munchkins, ages 6 and 2. Done my own rehab, still working through it, because as I'm going, I'm realizing issues. It's a long process. I don't know what people have with my feet, honestly. I have no idea. I used to get slagged off for my feet when I was younger. It was a hard childhood because I've got finger toes. But I tell you, finger toes are really handy during pregnancy when you drop something on the floor and you can't pick it up. Hey guys, welcome to my live. I need to wipe these sunglasses as I'm going to do my head in. I'm answering any questions on health, fitness, fat loss and toning, building muscle, rehab. I do love rehab. For example, I wouldn't have stayed in this industry so long just to help clients lose fat and build muscle. It would soon get boring. That's why I've developed as a coach in my skills. I've got a certain set of skills. I do love rehabbing. One of my clients today, weird feet fetish guy. Guys, you can't see that comment that I just got. Scott can. One of my clients today, who's a hairdresser, so she's cutting hair. She's like this all the time, right? Really, I was trying to work out. So I'm not a physio, right? I'm a personal trainer with lots of experience, right? So I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm quite good at rehabbing with you telling me, like, using a traffic light system of what feels good, what doesn't feel good, what's edging you towards amber to red. And this is really important when you're trying to important skill when you're trying to rehab part of your body. So she's pulled, someone pulled her on a night out, right? So we think that she's pulled posterior delt and rotator cuffs, and she's feeling it all along here. She had a dead arm all week. I wasn't expecting when I saw her, because we normally train legs, because she'll do upper body herself. So I wasn't expecting her to still have this dead arm and this pain. So obviously she's like, it's debilitating, because she's a hairdresser, so she's had to, like anything, bringing her elbow up, right? So what did we have her do? So a combination of stretching and mobility is what we started with first. Hi Zombie, just done core connection and rehab there. But yeah, so we did, so think of so if anybody who's watching who's got rotator cuff injuries, a weak shoulder, maybe the shoulder keeps dislocating. That's common, by the way, that's not me over exaggerating. Some people live like that. Doing push-ups can definitely dislocate the shoulder. Resistance bands, right? Go and get yourself some. Attach it to like a post over there, right? Pull it back so there's not much tension. So you've got a right angle, in the arm, and you've got the tension pulling you forward, right? And you're in a line. So make sure you can do this, because a lot of people with rotator cuff injuries are like that or like that. So make sure you can get it right back. And you're going to go from here to here, full range of movement, high reps, and try and get the shoulder blade at the back involved. And if you've got an active injury, I need to record a video on this on the DigiCoach Academy, link in my bio if you want to join. If you've got an active injury, you want to leave a few reps in reverse, about 2 or 3 reps, reverse, I keep saying that, reserve. So when it's starting to burn or tingle or, move from amber to red, just stop. Do it the other side just to counteract and see how it's supposed to feel. Rest, and then 1 set might be enough. You can also go the other way. We're going by what feels good for you. So remember, the resistance band's being pulled this way. Overhand grip, same principle, but you're going backwards. So if anyone who's got rounded shoulders, desk job, get a resistance band attached over there, overhand grip. So it's pulling you backwards, all the way up, all the way down. And lean into the stretch on the anterior front. I think steroids are hurting my joints. Don't know a lot about steroids, but I wouldn't be surprised. You know what? Because you're building so much muscle fast when you're on steroids, right? Bit of common sense here. Because like I said, I don't know much about steroids, but what I'm thinking is that your joints might be hurting and your tendons, because you're building such great amount of muscle quickly, your tendons and ligaments that don't have the correct, like a massive amount of blood flow to them, haven't caught up yet, and are getting we're getting tight and from pulling on them. That's it. So yeah, but these are the kind of risks that are associated with taking things like that. Where's my water gone? Where's my water? Excuse me, where's my water? Oh, hey guys, thanks for joining me today. So I'm just going to get into some stretches. If you have been pregnant, these next couple of stretches are important, okay? So we're going to go into Sphinx position, push the hips into the ground. What did you do to her? Why did you push her? Right, get to your room and think about what you've just done. She's a baby. She is a baby. Feeling the stretch there. Get to your room. Go and comfort her then and say sorry to Demi, not me. Deep breath. My bum is killing from yesterday's session, by the way, which is exactly what I wanted. She does understand. She's cross with you. Push your hips into the ground. Squeeze your bum cheeks to protect your lower back. Oh, don't have a baby jump on you because your spine might break. Naughty Harry. Are you okay? Can I smell poo? Who's pooed? Oh, that's whiffy. Okay. It's a good job I'm finishing. Beep beep. Mummy's coming back into child's pose. Don't make me stay in Sphinx. Beep beep. Mummy's squished. Ah! It's a good way to get in a deeper stretch. Oh, oh. Mummy, a cat. One sec. Have you pooed? Excuse me, lady. Have you had a poo? Pop, pop, pop. Let me check. I know you have, haven't you? Big giant one. Hip flexor stretch, because we've been working them a lot for the abs. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'd love a like and subscribe. Link in my bio to work with me. From as little as $14.99 a month, you get a lot for that price, by the way. I do one-to-one coaching as well, of course. And link is in my bio for my Instagram. If you've got any questions, any topics, content you want me to create. And I've got a podcast as well. Same idea. Going into popular topics. See if I've missed any questions. This is Scotland. Scotland, yeah, it's gorgeous and I'm very appreciative of respect. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for the likes and subscribes. I really appreciate it. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss when I go live again. That was a core session. That was more beginners rebuilding the connection for quality workouts. Sorry, connection, building the core properly. Because if I just gave someone who has got a weak core, or she's not long had a baby, if I just gave them like a load of V-ups and reverse crunches and planks, they're not going to get the best out of those exercises. Therefore, they will not build the core because the connections aren't there to start with. So dial it back to basics. Like, I'm an advanced teacher, right? And I've had to dial it back to basics today. Take your ego away from it. Fix what's wrong with your core and go forward with a strong core. That's my advice. Thanks, guys. My name's Leanne. Hope to see you again.